After Dark. Are you tired of taking your birth control every day at the same time and sometimes forgetting it? And do you want to have spontaneous sex? If so, we have the answer for you. Today we are talking about a great contraceptive technology, Tubal Ligation. Tonight we have Dr. Yas, a famous gynecologist. She is here to talk to us about Tubal Ligation.
Hello, everyone.
And could you please tell us, what is Tubal Ligation?
Absolutely. Tubal ligation is also known as getting your tubes tied. It's a procedure which is a permanent method of birth control where the surgeon, me, cuts or seals the fallopian tubes to prevent a pregnancy. The female reproductive system has two tubes called the fallopian tubes. These tubes transport an egg to the uterus every month in hopes where an egg will get fertilized.
Great. So could you please tell us how this works?
Absolutely. So during intercourse, sperm from your partner's penis will enter your vagina. They travel through a channel which is the cervix, and then into the uterus. The sperm will then move into the fallopian tubes, where they will meet and fertilize an egg. Tubal ligation will stop the egg from traveling to the uterus from the ovary, which will prevent sperm from reaching the fallopian tubes and fertilizing an egg.
That sounds like a great procedure, yes?
It is.
So tell me, are there any disadvantages or risks associated with that?
Yes, unfortunately there are a few disadvantages and risks associated with tubal ligation. One of the main disadvantages is it is quite expensive to have the procedure done, and it is a surgery. So it's about $1,000 to $6,000 to get the procedure done based on who you get it done with, when you get it done. So it can vary on price, and complications are possible just like any surgery. It can include bleeding, infection, a negative reaction to anesthetics. One of the things is you can never have children again. So you can have the procedure reversed, but it's quite difficult to get it reversed to near impossible. Depending on the method the surgeon decided to tie your tubes, whether they decided to cut them, tie them, or sometimes they'll put a metal clamp on the fallopian tubes. So depending on how they went about that, it may be reversible, but most of the time it is not reversible.
Okay, good
Yes.
information. Those sound pretty decent. So, on the advantage point of things, what are some of those?
Okay, so some of the advantages are that there's no contraception routine required, so you don't have to remember anything like the birth control pill.
That would be helpful.
Yes, it is very nice. So after the procedure is complete, it is a private method of birth control, so no one knows you're taking birth control, which could be an advantage. And it does not interfere with, doesn't interfere at all with intercourse, so you don't have to wear condoms or anything like that. But it doesn't protect against STIs, so if you're worried your partner might be dirty, you can make sure you wear those condoms. So there's no significant long-term side effects based on what we've seen so far, and it's quite a fast procedure. It takes about half an hour to 45 minutes to complete. Yeah,
Not bad at all.
not bad at all. And most people, it's a very, very low chance of getting pregnant. 1 in 100 people every year become pregnant, so that's not too bad.
Is that just from the procedure, tubal ligation?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. So it's pretty good.
Yeah, makes sense. As a well-known gynecologist in our area in Halifax here. And next we have Dr. Sara McKegney. She is a nurse practitioner also in this region, and she's here to let us know who is best suited for this surgery or for this procedure.
Okay, so basically this procedure is suited for people who are absolutely positive that they aren't going to have kids anymore. Because, as Yas said, it's very unreversible, and the chances of you getting pregnant again after you get the surgery done are very low. And it's a statistic that the age that people usually get it done is 34 and up, because that's usually when you stop having kids. So it's suggested that teens and people in their early 20s just stick to birth control and other things like that.
Okay, thank you, Sara. Contraceptive technologies are sometimes a controversial subject in our world today. What is your standpoint on should contraceptive technologies be used to curb population growth? Do you think that's a good or a bad thing, and why?
I believe with regards to tubal ligation that it would be a very effective way in curbing population growth, because getting your tubes tied, as they call it, is a very effective way of preventing pregnancies, and that way it would stop any unwanted pregnancies and getting another person and adding to the population. What's your standpoint on it?
Well, I believe that our population is growing rapidly, and every year we seem to add more kids to the list. And if the people don't want to have a child, then it would help regulate the population. Maybe to our guests, Dr. Yaz and Dr. Sara McKechnie, and also thank you, viewers, for tuning into our show tonight. If you have any questions, concerns, or opinions, you can write in our blog at www.hickeyafterdark.